This Predator is huge! Hey everybody, welcome to the basement, welcome to the channel if you haven't been here before, and today I have something pretty damn cool to show off to you guys. This thing is huge. So I know it was a little bit since I posted the last Jason Takes the Basement video. I kind of got tied up. We had equipment issues, we had computer and internet issues. I had to go out of town a few times, and honestly, I just got really busy. But I said I would do 7 videos before Tracey came back. So this would be video 6 right now. And I decided to come back on something really freaking cool. Now, I've been eyeing this guy for a while in a local comic shop up in the city. Every time we went to the city, I'd see him on the shelf. And he was always kind of teasing me and calling my name. And I finally bit the bullet, and I had to grab it. I got him for a pretty good price up at Giant Robot Comics in Halifax, so I just couldn't turn him down this time. I'm usually pretty picky with my Predators. Now, this is a Predator by NECA. This is from Predator 2, as you can see down the bottom here, Warrior Predator. Now, I'm pretty picky with my Predators. I usually like them to be, you know, from the first... I like to be the Predator from the first movie, or the main Predator for the second movie, or, you know, be something significant like Predators from the video games, and I'm picky about it. I'm not usually big on the big lines of spin-off Predators. They're just not for me. They're cool, but they're not for me personally. And this isn't the guy I really wanted. This is the Warrior Predator. This is Ram. I usually stick to the Jungle Hunter and the City Hunter. City Hunter being the main guy from the main Predator from Predator 2. This is one of the Predators at the end of the movie when Danny Glover's character is walking onto the ship, and he has the battle with the City Hunter, and they all come out at the end. This is one of those guys. So like I said, because he's not the main City Hunter in the movie, I kind of passed by him a few times, but my eyes always went back to them. Always went back to him. Always went back. So Giant Robot Comics, they gave me a pretty good price on this guy. So, I mean, obviously I wanted him because every time I went up there I kept stopping and looking at him. So, I bought him. I bought him. I'm going to show him off to you guys. So, of course, the NECA quarter scale, typical NECA quarter scale style box. Excellent box designs. Got the designs on the side and on the back. Very cool looking. Says also available, the City Hunter there. Just teasing me because I kind of want that guy too. Kind of gives you the rundown of the character on the back there, and of course shows you the entire 8-inch line from when this particular figure came out right there. That's the 8-inch series from the same time. But let's take him out and get a look at him. Just slides right out of the box here. And of course, it just wouldn't be an action figure unboxing on this channel without a million freaking twist ties. Like, seriously, every time you think you've got the last one, more of them appear. Like, do people actually like this dance? Do they like this routine? Doing the twist tie ritual. Like, seriously, it's become like a ritual at this point. The art of the twist tie. Okay, oh, son of a... Shake this plastic off his face. And that took forever. Woo! This guy wasn't going anywhere in there. Jeez. Overkill. Okay, so here he is out of the box. And whew, look at this guy. He comes with his hands already taken out. So let's slide one of his hands on here first. Oh, holy jeez. That was super hard to get on there, actually. Wow. I'm not sure if they wanted that hand on there or not. That was tight. So as you guys can see, I've got his hand on. That's more of like a come at me bro style hand. We also has another hand that looks like it's for grabbing things. Possibly it looks like he's got an extending spear, but I'll go through the accessories in a minute. But man, this guy looks badass. Like, look at him. Look at the detail on this figure, number one. All the scales, and they've got a little bit of a shine to them, like the Predator. He's got all his little spots, like his little blackish spots all over him. His muscles, they're all well defined. You know, he's got all his armor, you know, his shoulder padding. He's got his blades, his extending blades here. His holder for his flying disc. Shin pads, everything. Look at the feet on him. Look at the feet. Those are some scary feet, man. Those are some monstrous feet. Around the back, he's got more armor and stuff too, of course, and his little belt that goes around him. What's really awesome is this, fishnet style stocking design type deal. It's actually a loose material. It's kind of like a rubbery plastic that's kind of just draped over him. Very, very cool. Feels really awesome, actually, on the figure when you get a hold of it. But of course, one of the defining characteristics of the Predator is always the mask. And look at his mask. His mask is really, really cool. It's got kind of like an air vent over the front of it. They all kind of have the air vents, but most of the main Predators in the movies, they got more of like a solid, flat piece on the front. This guy's got kind of like little air ridges in there. He's got like a lined design along the top of it. You can see kind of the horizontal lines going across. His eyes are pitch black in the mask, of course. The sides have all kinds of little intricate details on them. He's got the Predator language writing going up the side of the helmet there. That's very, very cool. The neck, it's got that black kind of like lined, almost like an Under Armour going up his neck. And of course, it's got to be the big old snaky dreads. And when I think Predator, I always think of those. And those are just very, very well done. Very cool. They've all got the individual little parts on each strand of, I guess they'd be hair. I guess they'd be Predator hair. I don't know what you would call it. They're slimy and they're thick, but I guess it would be the Predator's hair. I don't know. Tentacles? But yeah, definitely menacing and looking for a fight. I actually just noticed there's all kinds of little shades of blue in there too. Little spots of blue. You know what? It almost has like a trout type look when you think of it. Really, it's very Troutish. Troutish, I guess, is a word now. Troutish, to be like trout. That's a new word now. But yeah, I can't get enough of NECA's quarter scale stuff. They run a little bit on the pricier end, but I mean, for the size of them, the price is actually really, really good. When you think about the standard price of like a 6-7 inch action figure, or just, the price of a small end statue that's only this big, right? These things are actually really good. You can get NECA quarter scale stuff, usually average when it's new, for about $100 US. Sometimes if you shop around, you might be able to get a deal, but that's pretty standard price, is around the 100 mark, give or take a few bucks. That seems to be the main price for NECA quarter scale figures. Now, quarter scale figures are usually around the 18-inch mark, give or take. Some people seem confused that quarter scale just means 18 inches. No, that's not how scale works. Quarter scale means quarter scale. So, for example, my Jason runs about 19 inches quarter scale. I have a quarter scale Raphael. He runs about 16.5 inches because Raph is a lot shorter than Jason Voorhees. The Predator is pretty tall, so this guy is he's actually a good 19.5 inches tall. So that is a big figure for $100. 19.5 inches. That's kind of crazy. And like I said, the amount of detail on it for your $100 is pretty awesome too. And he comes with these extra accessories. He comes with his little disc that he throws that cuts people down. I like to refer to this as the Gary Busey Destroyer, because that's an awesome scene in the movie when he gets Gary Busey with that. That's awesome. That's the Gary Busey Destroyer. He comes with that. He also comes with a closed version of the extending pole that the Predators use, and he also comes with his trusty shoulder cannon, of course. So let's see if we can get this on here. I have no idea how this is supposed to go on. Okay, I think I got it there. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, so the shoulder cannon actually threw me for a loop for a little bit. I didn't really know how to get it on, but apparently there's a little slot in his shoulder armor right here. And this has this extra little guide on it, so you assume you just pop it in and go. But what you actually have to do is you actually have to bend the two pieces where the gap is out just a little bit and slide it in, and then it fits in the groove, and then you can actually slide the gun wherever you need it. So, now he's got his trusty shoulder cannon on there. Now that's freaking cool right there. Pew, 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 pew. He's got the side pocket on here too on the side of his hip where you can just kind of slide in his Gary Busey Destroyer if you want to display him that way, but it's pretty tight, so you kind of gotta really squeeze it in there. Whew, that was really tight and finicky, but Gary Busey Destroyer in check. So yeah, back to the figure, of course, all the kind of like rusty type designs in the armor. He's got all the little, you know, spots, the little rectangular details and stuff like that in his little arm computer that he uses, of course. Let's say the ropes here that hold the little, what do you call them? It's like their little loincloth type armor. I don't know what you'd really call that, but it's really cool. He's got the little design right here for this particular Predator that kind of connects his armor around the neck. It's just, this is really, really cool. His toes are sharp, and like the little spikes around his feet, they're actually quite pointy. It's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty awesome. So I think I'm just going to keep him displayed with this hand. I'm not going to bother with the whole extender pole and the other hand. That'll go in my accessories little compartment that I keep all my extra parts in case I decide to change how things are displayed. But this guy is going to look badass on the shelf whenever I can figure out where the hell to put this guy. I'm still trying to work on where I'm going to put some of my quarter scale stuff. I have the horror movie room over there with all the horror figures and the horror movies and stuff like that. I'm thinking of maybe building like an Alien or Predator section in there, because I have quite a bit of Alien and Predator stuff too, me and Tracy do. So I might consider putting it in there, put another shelf in there, and kind of put the quarter scale stuff like this and the larger stuff on the shelf and kind of work the smaller things around it. But man, I am super happy to have, I'm glad I bought this. It wasn't the Predator I wanted. Like I said, I wanted City Hunter, and I would love to have a quarter scale Jungle Hunter. The one coming out with the glowing eyes too, that would be amazing. But I am super happy I bought this. I hesitated for a long time, but I'm really glad I pulled the trigger, because this looks so cool. This is going to look awesome in the collection. I am super happy with this purchase. So what do you guys think of this? Are you a big Predator fan? Do you like the first movie, like the second movie? Most people prefer the first movie more than the second, but I love all the movies. The first movie is the best movie though, of course. But are you a big Predator fan, and what do you think of this Predator? Like, do you collect other Predators besides just the main movie Predators? Because NECA makes a lot of Predator stuff. Like Predator and Alien, those are kind of their babies. Like that's their thing. Do you stick to just certain Predators, or do you go all out? Do you even like Predator? Like, maybe you don't like Predator, and if you don't, we just can't be friends, because Predator is just awesome. And seriously, if you haven't seen Predator and Predator 2, that's your homework. Go watch them right now, because I'm already disappointed in you, because you know how much I love Predator. Go watch Predator. If you enjoyed the video, give me a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat at Tracy's Basement. You can catch me on Twitter at Jason from TB. And of course, as always, guys, keep coming back for more Tracy's Basement. Bye, guys.